days, but still, you got here pretty early. You were waiting for the stream, and you got here immediately. So let's just unplug my little Explorer from the special adapter I have. That basically, well, extension cable, I should say, not adapter. Ow, fell on my toe. Whew. Hold on, let me change the name of the stream, if I can, because it's an odd name. Let me go on my PC and see if I can do it from there. What's going on? Here's a little. Here's actually my view of the setup. By the way, when I'm playing on that TV right there, and here's my little retro game kind of area. Got a lot of console setup. I'm a big retro game collector, or at least I was. As of lately, I haven't been because I've been kind of broke ever since I had been jobless. Okay, let me see if I can change the title of this. So far, there's 2 likes on it. Let's go to Opera GX. I appreciate that. Yeah, so I've only been in Florida for about 2 months now, and close to 2 months, not even 2 months yet. And I had a much different retro game setup in New York when I was living there. I don't even have a video of how it used to look because I stopped doing the room tours a long time ago. But let me go to YouTube and change the title of this to something a little more common. Okay. To your channel. Live. Can I edit it? Yes, I can edit it. What did I name the other video actually? Before I go and change the title here. I'm gonna make it similar to have it line up. Post GH3 restream. Okay, that's why I called it. Post GH3 360 stream fixing the Explorer. Cool. That should change it. He's back again for more. Hey, Nolan. Definitely will pop in for the PS3 stream. I appreciate that. I'm more than likely going to be doing it on Wednesday, but I'm playing it by ear right now to decide whether I should do that. I have a programming class I'm supposed to be taking in school. So I'm 23, by the way. So favorite song on GH3? That's a tough one. A lot of the bonus songs really appeal to me in there. But so Can't Be Saved is one of them that I think is really good. I really like Minus Celsius. It's very hard to pick my song, but one got me into Metallica, so that might be my favorite song in the game, personally. I know it's a very common pick, but I love that one. One. Anyway. What was I saying? Yeah, I have a programming class, and basically when you, at my school, we have one class a month rather than multiple classes in a semester. So I can't really afford to get caught behind because then I'm caught behind for the whole thing. And it kind of screws me over. So I want to make sure I'm caught up at least before I do another stream. Otherwise, I might have to do some extra work and make sure I get caught up. But Story of My Life is also another good song that I really love. I mean, it was one of the first songs that I listened to in the game, obviously, because it was in the first tier. It's one that I feel like it's an underrated song. I don't really ever hear anybody talk about Social Distortion. Okay, so I need some cleaning products, so I'm going to bring you guys with me. All right, so I'm going to go very basic with how I do this. I'm not going to go very technical. I know there's a lot of people that have their soldering kits out and want to have their fancy rubbing alcohol and all that. I just don't have rubbing alcohol with me in Florida yet. I have to stop at a store and eventually get that. Or maybe I do. Let me check. This is also, this is kind of like another room that is kind of like my family room. When my family does come and visit. Got a bunch of bunk beds, and here's my little soldering area where I have a bunch of stuff. But it doesn't look like I have rubbing alcohol here, so. Even though it sucks, you like more hardware to fail. Hey, what's going on, Oreo? Yeah, honestly, I like these post streams too because I get to talk a little bit and get to talk to you guys rather than just focusing on the game a majority of the time. I hope I didn't ignore you guys too much. I was locked in a lot because I was trying to get some more FCs. So basically, Nolan, I live in my dad's vacation house right now. I lived in New York with them for a really long time, and that's where they are right now. My dad has a vacation house in Florida, and basically, I'm going away to school, and my school happens to be like literally 20 minutes away from the house. So my dad let me stay here during school, and basically, I'm living here for I guess until further notice, until I get my degree and start getting a job. I'm a he him. Yeah, that's my pronouns. I just want to throw that out there. Yeah, I forgot the workup. I'm here for school. I actually have an associate's degree in IT, but I switched to game development yeah, no, I didn't buy a house yet. Once I could have had one by now. If I would have had my degree in IT and then had a job, but as of right now, I'm just in school. Can you say Della Burgo Q Grande? Oh no. I hope that doesn't mean something bad. Oh god, what did I just say? Oh no. Oh god, dude, it's like literally almost 1 a.m. I'm half asleep. I don't know what I just said. I get what you're saying. Yeah, it's my personal goal actually to buy this house specifically. At first, I was like, maybe I'll look somewhere else, but that also depends if I'm living in Florida once I get my job. That's cool to be living in an apartment. What am I going to mainly use for game development? I mean, I just started school for it, so really I don't have a whole lot of background in it. I know I have a background in programming because I did it for my IT degree for when I got my associates in community college. But in terms of actually applying it to games, I've never done that yet. But I'm going to be using Unity, Unreal Engine, all that cool stuff. Okay, that makes sense. That's cool that you have an apartment though. That is really cool. Yeah, I will eventually maybe buy this place. Any languages? So I am pretty in terms of like programming languages other than game engines. I know because I don't know game engines just yet. I'm going to be learning that in school. I know Java very well. I know C# a little bit, and C++ is so far what I'm learning in school. So I'm very new to C++, but I actually like it better than Java so far. So that's kind of where I'm at. All right, where's the big screwdriver? What's up, gay web? Skibbities. Oh my god. Dude, I never thought I'd see the day where I'd see Skibbity Sigmas in my chat. I never thought there'd be a day where this would happen. I thought I was safe from all that, but I guess not. I guess I gotta live with the times. Yeah, dude, viewers are coming in left and right. Also, don't even trust that counter. It is broken for mobile for some reason. I'm getting them and then losing them and getting them. Yeah, the counter's literally broken. Don't even rely on that. It said I had 11 viewers at one point. Dude, I'm not safe from anybody. I never actually cleaned the strum contacts on here, but the way that I usually do it is I just use like a little bit of water with the Q-tip and kind of just clean it off. What? Bullshit. All right, let me move the screwdriver set a little further over here before I drop everything. And let me put these little screws inside the holder. My uncle got me a nice little screwdriver set when I was 15. So I've had a lot of tools for opening up guitars for many years now. And I brought it with me because it's like really cool. It's a nice little multi-set. I also have another multi-set here that my dad happened to get. So I have a lot of tools at my disposal, plus a soldering iron that I still need to kind of get better at using because I'm not great at soldering just yet. And now it says I have one viewer when I know for a fact that both Nolan and Semmer and Death Semmer are in here right now. Do I think you can pull girls? I don't know you as a person, man. I don't know you as a person, so I can't judge on that. I know a lot of people that are very weird that have gotten plenty of girls. You left 5 minutes ago. Where do these people even come from? I was streaming Guitar Hero for like 5 hours, and now everybody else from who knows where is coming into the stream. Do you just get more views for streaming on the phone? Is that how this is? Is that really how this goes? That makes sense. But I'm also getting more like people that are talking is the thing. You know what I mean? It might be more that I'm doing a mobile stream. Maybe the mobile streams hit the algorithm better. Because I know I'm streaming with a phone and not by PC. Maybe it's used as a vlog kind of thing, since I'm just using a mobile phone. I'm not going to worry about cleaning the frets because I already did clean the frets. I don't even know what that is. Dude, this is more interactive than the bonus. Yeah, than the bonus song gameplay. That is true because I was paying attention a lot to the game. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen here. I can either fuck up badly and then I don't have an Explorer, or things can turn out really good and this will be the best guitar I've ever had. Then why are you asking me if you can get girls? You know what's funny too is for some reason on mobile, nobody can see the stream chat afterwards. I'm hoping for no fuck-ups personally too. I mean, I can always use my World Tour guitar, but at the same time, I love my Explorer. I don't like Explorers that much in general because of the shape. It hurts after a while. But overall, this guitar has turned out to be really nice, other than like the overstrumming problem we've been having. So, all right. Now we just got to separate the body from the neck, and I'm pretty sure we got all the screws out this time. Yesterday, I like missed one or two. Okay. Riffmaster shape sucks kind of too. I actually kind of like the Riffmaster a little bit. I like the playability of it. I think the frets feel kind of nice. I do like the Strat, the RB1 Strat a little bit better though. I used to use it for Clone Hero before Wii guitars came around. Okay, we just removed we don't need to remove the neck because we're not going to be doing that, but this is the back of the Explorer, and I just dropped the strap holder. But Nolan, it's pretty cool to have you in here, man. I actually wanted to talk to you for a while. We didn't really conversate as much during the older days, but I did run into you a decent bit back in there. I just think it's cool, your level of commitment. I mean, you've been playing this game practically your whole life. It was weird too. There was very few people in it. We had the me person, we had Kaylee, we had Steven, we had Frankie, who by the way is long gone. Frankie hasn't played the game in years. Frankie PGH. He was my friend in real life. He's long gone. And he's still my friend. I just haven't seen him in a while because he lives in the Carolinas now. But yeah, no, it was an interesting time. That's how I introduced Logan to the community. I found him on Instagram. I was like, hey, you should come on Skype and meet some of the other guys. I feel like you'd really like them. And it turned out at the time it was good, but you know, he found other things to do, which I respect. Being a musician is awesome. I also am a musician, a very long time musician. I play guitar, bass, drums, saxophone, clarinet, all that kind of stuff. So seeing Logan do all that cool stuff, good for him, honestly. We just had different experiences, that's all. I feel like this community helped me kind of do a lot of good things. Or for him, I think he felt like it was limiting him. And the same one for Frankie. What Yukog is doing? Oh, he's doing racing sim streams now. He's in a whole new community. Yeah, real drums are great. I'm not great at drums. Like, I'm much better at guitar and bass than I am at drums. But I only picked up drums within the past few years. It hasn't been very long. I'm just removing the board. See if I can clean it a little bit. I get you there. I get you there. But hey, I think I've seen you drum as well. You got to be a good drummer for how good you are in Rock Band and Guitar Hero. Because it transfers over much more. But you did play a lot of real bass. That's cool. I know Ben Beverly too is very also multi-instrumental, like very talented on each. Okay. It's starting to let me lift off. I think these screws are all the same size. I've never actually unscrewed the X-plorer. I'll definitely go back and check that out. I mean, with how good you got at Rock Band and Guitar Hero, it translates over a lot more. Okay, so these are all the middle screws that are smaller. So I'm going to separate these. These are the middle screws. I've never actually separated the strum bar from the guitar on my X-plorer before, so this is going to be a new thing. Yeah. Well, GH Warriors of Rock, I'd put it like a B tier, A tier kind of thing, because it's got a really good set list, and the Hopo engine is really nice, but the strumming engine is kind of what kills the game for me. It makes it very unfeasible in a lot of ways. And considering there's a lot of strum-heavy songs in that game, it really makes it annoying. Like, I don't know what it is. Yeah, I like more and more, less and less over time as well. It used to be my favorite Guitar Hero game, and then it just slowly started kind of being one that I kind of pushed to the side a little bit. All right, so the strum switchers definitely look a little dirty here. I'm not going to desolder them, obviously, because I'm not very good at soldering. This message just held for review. Let's see what you said. It's annoying as shit from an FC standpoint. Yes, it is. I can agree with that. For some reason, by the way, I have like a profanity filter on for some reason. Don't know why that is. I got to be real careful when I'm doing this, by the way. I don't want to accidentally break the switch. If I was able to do more soldering, I'd definitely disconnect this. No, you can swear. I just have to confirm the comment. You're allowed. Like, I obviously I don't get offended. I was cursing the entire stream. It's just YouTube's weird about it. I don't know why there's a profanity filter. I have to figure out a way to turn that off. Maybe I'll do that in the post stream. Okay. So the thing is, I think it's the interior that is the issue with these strum switches more than just the exterior being dirty. At the same token though, the strum bar is a little dusty. So I'm gonna kind of just use a don't worry. I'm reading chat anyway as I'm doing this. I think I'm doing okay. Let me just kind of de-dust the thing here. I gotta be careful though. I don't want to accidentally take things apart. Well, that's definitely where all the squeak was coming from. Okay. I think I fucked up. I think I done goofed. But I should be fine. Just might take me a little bit to figure it out. Okay, so that's a lot of brown. Really, that is a lot of brown on the Q-tip. So I'm going to use a new Q-tip now and kind of just dust off the PCB. You know what? While we have the guitar open, we might as well clean the frets. I'll do that too. I see what I did. Okay. Just the mounting part of the guitar fell off. Hey, Andrew. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the inside is kind of dirty. I don't have to worry too much about the mounting bracket being clean. I'm just kind of doing it anyway. And I'm trying to get the strum bar to be a little cleaner as well so it doesn't squeak as much. Okay. Oh, wow. Look at that. We haven't even used the other side yet. There was hair in there for some reason as well. It looked like cat hair, but I mean, I do have a cat. I did have a cat at home, but like, she was really clean and doesn't really shed. That should make things a little better. I'm assuming. I'm assuming that made things a little bit better. Don't want to assume, but I'm pretty sure. I don't want to lift up the guitar either because I'm afraid I'm going to like accidentally screw the thing. Yeah, it does look like shit. Okay. I think we're good with the strum bar. I goofed. Oh, actually, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. We're good. We got it. I just got to screw these back into place. Okay. I'm going to be careful with this because looks to be the hard part. Just clean off this part a little bit first. These are the small screws. I see why they're small versus long now. Cool. How do I fix a wobbly whammy bar in your GH5 guitar? Usually you have to use a rubber band on the whammy bar. Although personally I'm not experienced with that, so I don't even try to do that. I know there's tutorials on YouTube, but I know a rubber band is involved at the very least. My X-plorer also is wobbly, just so you know. So I know this from experience. Rubber band whammy bar enjoyer. You just hook it to the strap holder. That makes sense. You know, some guitars actually just simply have rubber bands on the inside. Some guitars really do that. I remember opening one and just finding a rubber band inside. So it was either clean before, or that's really how some of them were developed. I don't know if hairbands would do the same thing. We lined up? Yes, we are. There we go. First one's in. Now let's get the second corner. That's fair. Is that the same Explorer you use for the full series, Nolan? Oh, yeah. Zombie. Yeah, Andrew. It was overstrumming before. When I was playing through the Fire and Flames, I was I meant to say, is that the guitar you use for Through the Fire and Flames, SH and GH3? Sorry, I should have specified. But Andrew, yeah, my guitar was overstrumming in the middle of Through the Fire and Flames, and it was causing me to miss a lot of star power phrases. So I needed to open it up and make sure it was good. I'm also going to clean the frets, and it's also good to clean your guitars at the same time. Especially if you're playing professionally, because you want to have them perform at their best, and the cleaner they are, the better they're going to perform. Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, a lot of Guitar Hero players recommend that you do this. I must say that feels a little bit... This actually... I feel like I just made the strum bar more rakeable. We're going to have to test that out when the time comes, but I already kind of did that with the guitar, so. Oh well. Whatever happened, happened. You see the red rubber band on the TTFF vid, but that rubber band eventually broke, and then by that you just used a brown band. It's always good if you're playing like, I won't say that you have to clean your guitars all the time. I might have accidentally made the guitar more rakeable. I don't think so. Although that would be really nice for 2A. That would be really nice for 2A, I must say. I think it's just because I'm overthinking it. I believe this is how bouncy the strum bar was before. Just remember, Cyan FC passed 2A already on rake strumming. So it's possible. Welcome back, Webb. You got the same last name as someone I know. Someone I know very well. I was more concerned about it overstrumming because of dirtiness, which is definitely something that could have been happening. I'll test the rake on my PC because initially it was a 1-2. I would rather it be a 2-2 than a 1-2. Because a 1-2 is more likely going to overstrum on you, where the 2-2, if it's a perfect 2-2, most of the time the console isn't going to detect those overstrums. I don't know how to explain that, but it has something to do with latency and stuff. Pull rates and all that. Now I'm just cleaning the fretboard. Let me actually move you closer. Just cleaning. Oh, wow. This is actually pretty black. Raking, I'm very familiar with. Cyan is very good at it, and he motivated me to get pretty good at it myself. I'll never get as good as Cyan, but I did FC 2A raking. That's how I FC 2A. That's how I hit the strumming on Wii. I actually reverse choked on Wii. I FC'd on PS3, and I almost hit the strumming on Xbox. So it's a viable method. You just got to do it correctly, and you have to have the right hardware. So it's basically an RNG hardware fest. Look at that. All black. Just cleaning the contacts at this point just to make the frets a little more responsive. Not that they weren't responsive. They really were. Metallica on PS3 is... I haven't tested the port yet, personally. I've tested PS2, and it's horrible. I've tested Wii. It's horrible. Never played PS2. 360 is pretty good. So I'm going to assume PS3 is close to 360. The issue with PS3 guitars, PS2 full band games are peak comedy, yeah. And Chance is doing them all. The issue with PS3 in general is the guitars are 60 hertz. So Guitar Hero guitars like the X-plorer are like 120, 144, I think. The wireless guitars are 250, but they also have more of a delay, I should say. They have more millisecond delay. So it makes it where the X-plorer was definitive to the wireless guitars, but ultimately PS3 guitars are the worst built hardware-wise, where with the Wii guitars, you can do 500 to 1,000 hertz. So PS3 guitars, even the wired ones, even the kiosk guitars, are absolute garbage. But now that Arduinos are being used, and you can use them natively on PS3 because they don't check if you're using native hardware. They don't care if you use third parties. Literally, I think it's giving people the advantage to play on PS3 now. So players like GH guy who was playing on an Arduino, me that's playing on an Arduino, I think we're better off than people that were playing on real PS3 guitar hardware. And whether the community counts that as cheating or not, I guess we'll have to wait a few years to find out, because as of right now, no one cares about it. But then again, I haven't done the experiment, so I don't know. Maybe I'll do that in the future. I'll check and see if there's any difference in playing on my Arduino versus playing on the actual game. Because, I mean, the games do run at 60 hertz, but it might have something to do with the controllers. I just know Drew said it was significantly harder to play smash hits on PS3 than it was on 360. Which I haven't found just yet. That's fair. I'm just doing it because it hasn't been done yet. The same thing with Chance. He's doing PS2 because there's a lot of stuff that hasn't been done yet on that as well. A lot of PS3 players, we peaked with Chevy. Yeah. SingStar guitar on PS3. I gotta get that one. I have Popstar guitar on PS2. Yeah, Aerosmith is probably my second least favorite in the franchise, but I also love Aerosmith. I also love Aerosmith as a band. The Spanish set list, if you want the most fun songs. Ah, okay. I guess that's fair. I'm not going to understand any of it since I don't speak that language, but hey, I'll take your word for it. Wow, look at that. Completely black Q-tip. No War Ensemble 1 or Jordan FCs tonight. Speaking of the devil, guess who's here? Chance is here, the guy I was just talking about who's doing all the PS2 stuff. Spanish, Australian, German, and English. Fair enough. Yeah, you'll believe it or not, they get this dirty no matter how you play. They straight up, this is what happens to the guitars. I've kept my guitars in great shape. I don't eat food and play with them. I make sure my hands are completely washed before I go and touch these guitars. So this is just shit building up over time because it's bound to. And I'm going into computer science, so I get to see it all right in front of me. I think I stabbed myself with the PCB. All right, so now that I cleaned off the contacts on the actual PCB, what I do next is I clean off the contacts on the actual silicone itself. Now, my silicone job was mid. I cut holes on the left and the right side of the silicone, and it came out okay. The buttons feel really nice, but I definitely could have done a better cutting job. So I try to be a little bit careful with these so I don't accidentally break the silicone off the pads. I don't break the pads. I try to do them like kind of like gently but strong at the same time. And I do it without water as well. It's best to do it without water because the water, any kind of liquid, can degrade the actual contacts. Maybe this is what I'll do on the post streams anyway. I'll just clean my guitars. The Sword made some awesome music. All right. That seems that's what we got from the first fret, which is orange, which is actually the one that was the least responsive before. Now we're going to go on to blue. Do the exact same thing where I just clean the black parts, the contacts. I wish GH got more Pantera songs as well. I know we got I'm Broken on Warriors of Rock. I know we got Cowboys from Hell on GH1 and Guitar Hero Smash Hits. Do we get anything else? You can thank the charting community, though, on Clone Hero for getting a lot of cool stuff. I nearly FC'd all of Shredding Skin, all strums. GH Foo Fighters would be cool. However, all the songs would be really easy. It would be like another Guitar Hero Aerosmith. Where it's like, I love listening to Aerosmith, but their songs were way too easy to have a dedicated Guitar Hero game. Yeah, that would literally be Band Hero. But GH Foo Fighters, I mean, a Foo Fighters DLC pack would be really cool. Like if we got DLC for Foo Fighters, which we actually did on Guitar Hero 3. We got This Is a Call, we got The Pretender, and we got All My Life. We'll probably get some Foo Fighters stuff on Fortnite, if anything. Possibly. I mean, I never tried to go for optimal on it. The only song I have optimal on is Ring of Fire on GH5. Yeah, Rock Band has a lot. Fortnite already has Everlong. We've got a decent amount of Foo Fighters as well on these games. PS3 Reborn DNS actually made me install one pack on Warriors, and it's the National Anthem pack. GH only has one Foo Fighters song that RB doesn't. No Way Back. Interesting. So I'm assuming you're running on a modded PS3 then, DeathSem? I know there's a small community that's doing that because most people use the RGH Xbox 360s for Guitar Hero, and then there's a small amount of people that are using like modded PS3s for it. I know GH Guy 17 is one of them. He's a PS3 player primarily, and that's what he's doing, which is really cool. I like that there's options that you don't just have to stick to one platform. No, just DNS change. Gotcha. Stock PS3. Understandable. It's very easy to software mod a PS3 though. Like it's really easy nowadays. It's even easier to mod a PS Vita. Like I modded my friend's Vita in 2 seconds. I didn't even have to use a computer for it, except when I installed the ROMs. Which, oh no, I pirated. Well, actually, no, I didn't. I had the games, so I just technically I already owned the games I let them use. So I guess it's not piracy at that point. I wouldn't download a car, would you? Nah. Actually, I would if that was an option. Yeah, Grohl has a... I'm sure Grohl loves the games, too. He seems like a very down-to-earth guy. That's good to hear. I'm glad that Grohl can still perform very well. He's not necessarily old yet, so I mean, I guess it makes sense. Bret Michaels also can put on a really good show. I saw Poison live, and they were incredible. It's just a little bit of black. I gotta see Poison again. I have Bret Michaels' guitar pick in New York. I gotta find it. He threw it into the crowd. Someone called it, and then had a conversation with me, and then gave it to me. Because at the time I had just turned 17. I think it was. Maybe I just turned 17. Maybe it was 18. Maybe it was my 18th birthday. No, it was my 17th. Okay, I was definitely 17 then. It was my 17th birthday. I was with my old drummer that I used to be in a band with, and we were talking. And he was like, "Oh, you guys are the new generation of musicians. You should definitely take this." And because at the time we were actually recording stuff. It was a band called Providence. So the guy that caught the pick was really cool. Him and his girlfriend were like talking to us for a really long time, and we're like, "Yeah, you guys are the future musicians, so you're going to be needing this." And I was honest with him. I'm like, I'm probably not going to play with that because I would collect it and put it in like where I have all my collectible stuff. And he was like, "Yeah, just take it anyway. You're a musician. We're just here for the show." Oh, gotcha. Yeah, Bret Michaels put on a really good show. I mean, so did all of Poison. CC was amazing. He drummed all but 2 or 3 songs for the Def album. I think I'm out of Q-tips. Let me use the clean part of this. Just trying to get the last fret here, and then we'll be good with the frets. It's actually looking pretty black still. I've cleaned it a ton though, so I don't know what's happening. think we've done as much as we can. I already cleaned the front of the frets, so I don't have to worry about that. I cleaned it with water not even a month ago. I just didn't clean the contacts of these. It's probably smart that I did today, because these actually were really black. Yeah, there we go. Okay. That's it for the cleaning part. You know what? Let me use some of this Q-tip to let's get into these cracks a little bit. Making that some musty. And the frets are already cleaned because I cleaned them less than a month ago. Okay. Voila. A clean set of silicone pads. Okay. Now we just mount this PCB back onto the board. I mean, onto the guitar. And this guitar should be a monster now. I'm going to assume it's going to be a monster. I'm going to test it. Well, I'm actually going to put it back together because I don't want to knock out any of the components of the X-plorer when I test it. But it's very clean at the very least. I think my overstrumming problem at the very least will go away. And I might have accidentally turned it into a 2-2 guitar, but we'll see. Actually, you almost saw Joan Jett, but it was during COVID. I got you. I almost saw Megadeth, but then COVID happened. And they didn't cancel the show, though. They just rescheduled it to some other time that I couldn't go. Okay. Now we've got that. The neck is put back together. I don't want to accidentally knock out the components, so I'm going to put it back together. I'm going to test it, and then if there's any issues, I'm going to open it up again. Pretty sure we're home free, though. You will pop off heavily once you redo Jordan. Yeah, dude, I can't wait to see you do it, honestly. It's already incredible enough that you did it on 360, which I think you got the harder FC, to be honest with you. By after seeing it on 360, you got the hardest version of the FC. I think on one of my post streams, I'm going to try some Trogdor grinds, to be honest. It's about time I knocked that song out. I've had a bunch of reverse chokes over the years, and I just never ended up doing it. I lost interest in it. It's not. I know it's not. As someone who's reverse choked it 10 times, I know. Where I missed in the zig and then FC the strumming. I've done that 10 times. One set of meetup. You're right. I think the only thing making Jordan harder on 360 are the quick double strums. The Hopers actually feel a little better on 360 in your opinion. I always found, even in my most recent testing, I always found that the Hopos were more lenient on PS2. Maybe you're just more of an accurate player, and since that's happening, and I think it just might be a graphics thing for you. I think you're able to see the game a little better, and then that just makes, in turn, you able to hit it more. But I always found that PS2 was a little more lenient in terms of stuff, and that's coming from a player that's kind of dirty in my play. You're very clean. I'm still a Clone Hero noob at the end of the day. Fair. You think you're gonna try to hit up 6-string Cal for the guitar that he used for Trogdor on 360? See if you can get it as well, because I know you're going for multi-platform full game FC, and I think as Score Hero is confirmed is concerned, isn't it? Is that Score on Score Hero, or is it did not count because it's modified hardware? It's on Score Hero. Okay, so the Score Hero devs were fine with it. I know Scott was very up in arms about it when it first happened. And Scott is a pretty big figure in the Guitar Hero 2 kind of community, being the developer of GH2 Deluxe. So I can see why he'd be somewhat annoyed about it, but at the same time, I mean, we saw how it went down. It was really good. It was really cool. Okay. Now I just need to get the body. Let's be quick about this. Let's be gentle, though. We don't want to break anything. That makes sense. Didn't they delete one of Steven's, like, something about Steven getting an FC on there because it was done on Rockman 3 Deluxe? Okay, they will delete your scores if you use RB3 Deluxe. That's fair. Which I think is kind of bullshit because it's literally the exact same engine. I don't know why Steven doesn't just do it on the vanilla game, because in the future, those could be considered illegitimate, and then someone can easily say, oh, first ever Rock Band 3, legitimate FC. Like, I get it's a quality of life improvement, but I think really Steven should be doing it on regular. And should just play Deluxe for fun. Fair. Dude, why can't I put this thing back together? Well, it's not lining up. That's fair, but at the same time, you don't want to be like that. That'll just make people more suspicious in the long run. Will top ITO? Issues is nowhere, absolutely. I would say that as well. I would have to agree with you there, Chance. Okay, why can't I put this piece of shit back together? The wire's in place. The strap thing is in place. This thing is perfectly down. The whammy bar's down. Dude, why can't I get this thing to go into place? It's actually really annoying right now. I've got everything except this little piece right here. I'm missing something? Okay. This is supposed to go down where? There's like one little piece that's fucking this up for me. And I don't know what it is. This is a headache, dude. Yeah, I can agree. I can agree with that as well. Arduinos are fine. Dude. I got it. Yeah, I get that. Moderation is definitely difficult in general. Yeah, I get. Ow! Fuck! Jesus Christ! Ah! I just cut my finger. Damn. Huh. It's alright. Let's hope I fix the guitar, because if I have to open up this again and do that headache, and I had cut my finger for nothing, dude. Ow. That fucking hurt. Snapped right on my finger. There goes the screw. That's fair. Is it still against the rules? Like, can people not post their RGH stuff? Let's see what that says. That's fair. Good point. Yeah, I don't know. Score hero rules seem to be a little weird to me. They seem to be like kind of hit or miss with things. There's a lot of exceptions to it now, I imagine, with the game being this old. Yeah, that's more than likely not happening. It'd be a cool piece of history, but unfortunately not. Yeah, they can't even keep up with Festival. There's Festival score tracking right now, which I don't understand because Festival tracks the scores for you. I think it's a cool concept nonetheless, but I always question that. Oh, yeah, that's true. You're right about that. The people that FC'd Festival, I mean, the people that FC'd Master of Puppets in the beginning of Festival being a thing on guitar are fucking legends. I'm not even kidding. Like, I can't even do that on normal, on like the engine that it's been completely refined now, but they did it on that stupid, the way that it was before. I always forget what they call it. All right, it's time to test the strum bar on PC. I'm going to test it on Clone Hero and see exactly what kind of rake it gives. And then I'm going to do some stress tests on it as well. Can I reverse the camera? This is my little PC setup. This is my little retro game area. Just in case y'all haven't seen the setup. All right. Time to test the enclosure and see what we're working with. If my PC doesn't restart on me and cause some issues. My PC is about to restart, isn't it? Yep, it crashed. Yeah, I don't really play a lot of Festival myself right now, especially now with the Gauntlet going on, where this is taking up a majority of my playtime. That's fair. Alright. Come on, PC. Boot up. It should work. There we go. I did a lot of stuff on regular lead expert for a lot, but once the guitar thing actually came out I played it less for some reason. I think it's just because I realized how bad I was at the game. Okay. Do I have Clone Hero on this PC? I should. Clone Hero. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really keep up with it because it just seems like a really weird grind for me, and I know I'm gonna get frustrated with it. Yeah, I've had fun with the regular controller mode. I used to use it on I used to play on keyboard for it though. All right, so what's a good song to test a rake? Let's go to Uber song. It looks like up and down strum are working. All right, Uber song with sections. So all we gotta do is strum up and down once, and we'll get the rake. It's still a 1-2. So, it seems to... The whammy bar fell out of place for some reason when I was putting the guitar back together. That was the issue. Let's see if the whammy works. That's not the section I was thinking of. Whammy works. Alright, so... Yeah, I dislocated the whammy bar by accident. It went external. I actually just pushed it back into the guitar and it's fine now. Alright, what's something I can do to test this? Let's try on the 1. And let's one finger rake it. You know what? Let's play like a console song. I'll do the Warriors of Rock Chart if I'm not okay, I promise, and we'll play it at 160 to kind of get a feel for the guitar. That was my miss. Okay, it seems to be good. I'm bad at I'm not okay. Hold on. I'm trying to think of... You know what? Knights of Sidonia. Let's slow it down a little bit, though, because I don't feel like breaking my arm. So I'll do Breakneck Desperado. It looks pretty good to me. I mean, I'm at a really slow strumming speed, and I'm strumming relatively hard. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be overstrumming very well. So that's good. That's a very good sign. Let's go to two-way. I can't standard strum very fast, so we're gonna rake it. I'm sexy and I know it is on this game. It's still a 1-2 guitar, but it's not overstrumming a lot. Yeah, I don't know why I thought that was gonna work. Yeah, one finger raking isn't gonna work either. Two finger raking isn't gonna work either because it's a 1-2. I don't know why I'm trying this. Attempt at standard. I can't standard strum. I can't standard strum that fast. We can try though. Yeah, I can't standard strum even close to that fast. I missed a lot of notes. Your arm is dead. Yeah, dude, I can't standard strum that fast. I really can't. Especially not on this guitar. Well, I know, it's a bad conversion. So I didn't hit the transition, but I did hit the trips, so that was kind of cool. It was 100% overstrum. I overstrummed the transition, but looks like I'm able to hit Fast away very well. There was only 4 fret ghosts that entire time. So I definitely want to do some attempts of this on Metallica when I get a little better at the game. But what else can I do to stress test the strum bar a little bit? Let's try to speed up. Not that. This requires me to kind of burst drum at some point, so I'm going to see how the guitar handles that. So let me do 250. And then do some bursts. I should do the correct FSA activation. No way in hell I can do that. We'll see. That was a relatively good run. I have an FC of this already, so it's not like something I was really going for. But yeah, the strum bar seems to be good. Like, it's working. It's working very, very well. Like, surprisingly well, too. Yo, I'm actually not gonna be streaming tomorrow. I'm gonna be resting up because I have school the next day. I don't want to stream all the way till like midnight and then have to go to school at 9 in the morning. So I'm probably gonna do a stream Wednesday if anything. But thanks for stopping by, Chance. Thanks for being in as long as you were. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to try. Why do I have so many black songs? Seriously? Dude, everything is black. That's a pretty good stress test. Trying to think of what else I want to try. Is there anything else I want to try? Trying to think. Any suggestions, guys? Wow, I butchered that. Hold on, I have an idea. Wow, I butchered that. Dude, I'm tired. One more run in bridge 1. Shit. Yeah, Through the Fire Flames is great. Okay. It's not one of those nights. I kind of got carried away. Let me try to find another strummy song that might be good to try. Oh, I know exactly what to play. Come on, hit it. Let's just get past the intro and then we'll do it again. Dude, why am I missing it? I'm missing the easiest part of the song. Alright, I think we've got the gist of it. It seems like the strum bar is doing really well now. It seems like all I really had to do was open up the guitar and clean the contacts. I think maybe just a little bit of dust was maybe making the guitar do an extra input here and there. And whatever it wasn't it wasn't a very good thing that was happening inside the guitar. So I think it's a good thing that we ended up cleaning it. Without a doubt, it was definitely a good thing that we ended up cleaning it. So, don't know if there's anything more that I really want to do for this post stream, because I think I've already done enough, and it's starting to get kind of late. And wow, we went an hour, almost an hour and a half in the post stream just from opening up the guitar. But it looks like we fixed the X-plorer. It looks like it's running great. It looks like it's playing great. It looks like not only are the frets really responsive, even more so than before, but now the strum bar doesn't seem to be majorly overstrumming. So we're probably still going to encounter an overstrum here and there. It is a 1-2 guitar, after all. So when you strum up and strum down, the strum down will do 2 inputs if you're doing like a rake motion. But overall, very, very reliable guitar from the looks of it. So I think I'm going to say good night, because I am getting really tired, and I've streamed for hours now. What time is it over here? Wow, it is 2 in the morning. Wow. So I've been streaming from 5:30 to 2 in the morning. So crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Thank you guys for stopping by for the post stream. Thank you guys for tuning into the initial stream. I will see you guys all in the next one. Peace out.